Once upon a time, in a land so grand, lived a little knight named Andy, oh so bland. With a helmet on his head and a sword at his side, Andy, the knight, took a different stride. While other knights jousted and clashed with might, little Andy's heart didn't feel quite right. "I don't want to fight," he would say. In a world of battles, he wanted to play. So off went Andy on his noble quest, not with a sword, but with kindness expressed, through the meadows and over the hills, spreading joy and laughter, curing knightly ills. One day he met a dragon, big and bold, with scales like glitter and a story to be told. "Hello, Mr. Dragon. Would you like to dance? No need for fire. Let's take a chance." The dragon blinked, a bit surprised, then chuckled and said, "I've never been advised to dance with a knight so full of glee, but why not? Let's give it a try, just you and me." So they danced through the meadow, a twirl and a spin, knight and dragon, with a goofy grin. No swords clashing, no battles fought, just laughter echoing, a lesson subtly taught. As Andy continued on his quest so grand, he met a wizard with a wand in his hand. "Greetings, dear wizard. Fancy a game? No magic duels, just spells to tame." The wizard pondered, then nodded with delight. "Let's play a game. Oh, this feels right. A game of tricks and magical fun in this realm of joy under the sun." And so they played with laughter and cheer, no spells to harm, just joy to endear. The wizard smiled. "You've got it right. A knight with kindness. Oh, what a sight." As Andy journeyed on, his heart so light, he encountered a troll, quite a sight. "Hey, Mr. Troll, want to tell a joke? No need for bridges, no need to provoke." The troll scratched his head, a puzzled look, then burst into laughter like a babbling brook. "Knights aren't usually funny," he confessed, "but you, Sir Andy, are the best." So they told jokes and giggled away, in the meadow where the sun held sway. No battles, no fights, just joy and delight, in the land where kindness took flight. As the day turned to dusk, Andy felt serene, his heart so full, like a meadow so green. He realized that being a knight so grand didn't require a sword in his hand. Back at the castle, under the moon's soft light, Andy, the knight, bid his friends good night. "Thank you for playin', for joy so bright, in this land of dreams under the night." And so, the lesson, subtle and sweet, a tale of kindness where knights and friends meet. No need for battles, just joy in sight, as the moon whispered softly, "Good night, good night." In a land not far, where colours danced and giggles swirled, lived a dragon named Puff, the friendliest in the world. With scales so bright, like a rainbow's embrace, Puff guarded a castle with a friendly face. "Roar," said Puff, but not with might, for this dragon's heart was pure and light. The castle was safe, with Puff standing tall, but deep inside a dream began to call. One sunny day, with skies so blue, Puff gazed beyond to the meadows anew. "I wish to fly, to explore and see, to make new friends just like me." So Puff spread his wings like a colourful kite, ready to take off and embrace the light. But the castle's king, with a gentle plea, said, "Dear Puff, won't you stay with me?" Puff pondered, wings still unfurled. "I'll be back, O king of the world. I'll explore, make friends, and have some fun, but I'll always return when the day is done." And so Puff soared, through the meadows wide, a dragon on an adventure, with joy as his guide. He met a bunny hopping on the green. "Hello there, bunny. Want to join my dream?" Bunny giggled, ears all aflutter. "Sure, dear dragon, I'd love to, no stutter. We'll hop and play, explore the glade, in this friendship journey. Let joy never fade. Together they hopped, through flowers so sweet, Puff and Bunny, an unlikely treat. Next, they found a squirrel, gathering nuts. "Hey there, squirrel, want to join our guts?" Squirrel looked up with bright, shiny eyes. "Absolutely, dragon. Let's reach for the skies. I'll climb the trees, you'll soar above, in this adventure, fueled by friendship and love." So, Puff, Bunny and Squirrel, a trio so grand, explored the meadows hand in hand. They sang songs and laughed with glee, in this world of wonder, wild and free. But as the sun dipped low, painting the sky, Puff remembered the castle with a sigh. "I miss my home, my castle so dear. It's time to go back, my friends, I fear." With a promise to return, Puff soared the air, leaving his friends with a dragon-sized glare. But Bunny and Squirrel, they understood that Puff's heart belonged in the neighbourhood. Back at the castle, under the moon's soft light, Puff landed gently, a joyous sight. The king smiled wide. "Welcome back, dear friend. Your adventures, I'm sure, had no end." Puff nodded. "Indeed, I've seen so much, made friends, felt joy with a magical touch, but my castle's home, my heart's delight. Now, under the stars, I bid you good night." The king embraced Puff with a thankful grin. "Rest well, dear dragon, under your wing. For in dreams you'll fly once more, exploring the world forevermore." And so, the tale of Puff, the dragon so bright, who guarded the castle by day and by night. In dreams he'd fly, with friends so dear, a bedtime story to bring joy and cheer. Now, little ones, as you close your eyes tight, imagine Puff soaring in the soft moonlight, with dreams so sweet and stars shining bright. Good night, dear children, sleep well tonight.